You're here to talk about Walmart. So recently, Walmart's really benefited from a trade down. Wealthier people going there to buy things. Also, their grocery business, biggest grocer in the U.S. A lot of people go for groceries in the trade down and kind of see it as a one-stop shop. I'm going to buy everything. Is that a trend that you see continuing? Is that a compelling reason to buy this stock over Target right now?
Well, I do think Walmart has a compelling story right now, because what we did learn from the earnings report was that they're seeing a trade down not only from the upper income consumer, but also lower and middle income consumer. They didn't mention them in the first quarter earnings report, but they did this time. So across income classes, everybody's going to Walmart to shop. I think grocery prices have a lot to do with it, just from my own personal experience.
I think all of ours.
But is it a better stock than Target? I don't know. It's run a lot more. It's priced at a premium 29 times versus its 23 times historical average. When I look at Target, it's only up 11% on a year-to-date basis, mostly because of yesterday, by the way. And then from a valuation perspective, it's trading at a discount 16 times versus 18 times on a 5-year basis.
You know, Lindsey, it's like you're reading my mind. I know you can see my notes here. You're sitting right next to me.
Look at 'em.
Malcolm, I'm going to come over to you. Lindsey's kind of hitting on something I wanted to talk to you about. These are pretty similar businesses. The real difference is grocery. We just mentioned it. Walmart's the biggest grocer in the U.S. They get about half of their revenue from their grocery business. Target's more levered to consumer discretionary. But there's a big valuation difference here. We got a bit different numbers than Lindsey has. I'm going to show our system. Target trading at a forward P of 17 times. Walmart at over 29 times. So when you look at that valuation difference, does that, right now, considering how similar these businesses are, does that make Target more compelling?
Yeah, morning, Frank. I agree with you. I think Lindsey was staring at my notes, too. I think that Target is the more compelling story here. Frankly, for what you guys just talked about, Walmart seems to be, if nothing else, fairly valued right here at their all-time highs versus a Target who, up until Wednesday, wasn't really a story to be talked about. But they did have the underlying business fundamentals to back investors deciding to suddenly look at this name. And so if I would throw another name into the mix, which is Costco, who's up 60+% over the last 12 months compared to a Walmart and a Target that was near zero over that same time period. And so if you just take all three of those together, where we really started talking about discretionary spending being very flat because of inflationary response, and bring that forward a year, of all three of those names, Target still, to me, has a lot of room to run. So if I were a Target shareholder, I would definitely be looking to add to that position.
You know, Malcolm, while we're just in the weeds, again, you're bullish on Target over Walmart right now. Margin was also a big story when it came to this Target report. Is that something that you're looking at, especially when it comes to a retail business, generally pretty thin margins? Is it important to you that we're actually seeing margin expansion in Target?
Well, that's really all that matters for a retailer, right? So Target's big trouble was that they were overbuying inventory. They were sitting on a lot of inventory, and they were buying the wrong things. And it seems like their inventory management system has been improved over the last 4 quarters, and that's what's helping to drive those margins. And so that trend, that underlying fundamental for Target spells potential improvement going forward. And so for a share price that hasn't really moved, like we said, up until yesterday, it definitely says that Target is the better buy here for an investor looking to put fresh capital to work today.
All right, Lindsey, coming back over to you. Target, again, more levered to consumer discretionary. Honestly, Walmart's just kind of levered to everything. Big grocery business, but that marketplace business has just become huge. Not rivaling Amazon, but certainly trying to. Is that also a compelling reason? I mean, we look at this valuation, 29 times forward earnings. In your mind, the possibility of growth in that marketplace business, is that worth paying up for?
Yes, I actually think that's true. And it's a really important point that you're making, that they are actually shifting their business model. And the contribution, where you were just asking about profit margins, the contribution of e-commerce, both in Walmart and Target, is playing a huge role in that margin expansion. And I think that's being understated and not looked at really by the street. So I do think it's an opportunity. And I do think it says that these two companies are probably taking a little bit of market share from Amazon. Amazon didn't talk so much about their retail business in their recent earnings report either. But it definitely caught my eye, this e-commerce business, its impact on margins, and the growth opportunity going forward.
Yeah, also that bulk business with Sam's Club, another thing that Target just generally doesn't have. We're almost out of time. Just last point you want to make on why you think right now, when it comes to big box retail, Walmart's a better buy than Target.
So I actually think Target's a little bit of a better buy right here, but I think they're both good buys because I think there's a lot of opportunity going forward. I think consumer spending is slowing. It's going to stall out in the third quarter before being revitalized into the fourth quarter, the holiday selling period. And I think these are both going to be winners at this point in time. As you saw, I mean, just earnings season, listen to Macy's, listen to TJX and Ross stores. The discounters, the value-oriented retailers, they're the winners.
All right, Malcolm, coming over to you. I don't think Lindsey can see your notes anymore. So last chance to make a case for Target right now over Walmart. One other point besides margin, besides valuation.
Yeah, so I actually think Walmart's earnings help to make the case for Target, something that you just mentioned, discretionary spending. Walmart mentioned that the things like small home appliances and clothing are back in a strong way. And I think that actually bodes well for Target as well, who has its own private label goods that consumers will come back to and add to their shopping carts going forward. And so I think that trend alone, discretionary picking back up because inflation is down, and also as soon as we get a cut to interest rates, that also will obviously have an impact on consumer spending. I think that bodes well for the Target story setting up going forward.
You know, marketing is amazing. When I was a kid, it was generics. Now they're private label. Yeah. It's kind of changed completely.